Bam! That's me right there. You know, one of these days I got to figure out how to make this do that scroll thing, because obviously that would be a blatant ripoff, but it would still look really cool if it just kind of went like that as I hit myself in the head with my hat. How's it going, guys? Yes, it's Token Vaping. So today's juice review is a flavor that I wanted to do now only because this was a company that I met at the expo about a week ago. Amazing people repping them. Had the chance to talk to one of the main guys that, you know, meet and greet with the people and have a lot to do behind the scenes. Amazing person, real down to earth. But the reason why I wanted to at least get this flavor out of the way is because at that expo, this won an award, and I think that is really cool whenever other people recognize, you know, the quality, the time, the testing, the research that goes into making these flavors for people. And then when they hit one, you know, and it basically makes everybody involved realize, hey, you know what, that's awesome. You know, it's just really cool to acknowledge. So I definitely want to give it a shout out, and I want to do the video on it. The line is right there. It's Brkfst. It's the most important vape of the day, according to them. It's by a company called Sugarcreek Brands. Now, they do have a bunch of other lines that they make as well. They try to accommodate a bunch of different flavor palettes and profiles and things like that. This is their Brkfst one. There is a two flavors for this. The one I'm going to do right now is the one that won the award, and I will get to the other flavors that I was able to acquire for the purpose of reviews, you know, sporadically here and there. I'm going to try and break them up a little bit, but you can definitely check this out at sugarcreekbrands.com. The other really cool thing about them is that they not only make their own juice lines, but they also bottle for a bunch of other companies and lines that everybody knows. So not only are they trying to provide a top quality juice, they're also helping, you know, support and bottle up and assist other top quality brands as well to make sure that people are getting what they want, you know, wherever they're located. So enough yammering from me. We're going to go ahead and do into the vape. The flavor that won the award is Slurp. And as you can see right there, it's those crazy fruity flavored Brkfst circle rings. And that's what this flavor profile is supposed to be in a bowl of milk. I will get into everything on the labeling and the rest of the company, about the company itself here in a second. We're going to go ahead and vape this real quick. I will tell you the flavor profile, see if it holds up to what everybody else claimed, and then I'll show you the vape. But it is going on fresh cotton right there. Looks like snow. Speaking of which, I'm not a huge fan of snow, so I don't know why I use that as a reference. Texas Tough Cotton is the cotton that I use. Works really well for me. I just like the way that it handles, quick and easy to use, little to no break-in time. And when you're doing flavor testings, it makes a big difference. You don't want to sit there and have to wait forever for the flavor to finally start to soak through. So that's why it works for me. But I will put that link down in that comment box as always for you guys. So bust open, as you saw, it did have a really beefy stout security ring. Does have a unicorn style bottle to it, so it makes it really easy. Now again, a lot of people, if you're still using tanks that have smaller fill port holes, you know, you can always transfer this to a normal unicorn bottle, and it'll work fine. If you use drippers and you know you're going to vape a lot and you're worried about airflow or backup on the caps, which by the way they have been getting a lot better on the market across the board, just snip a tiny bit off the tip of it and the flow just picks right up, so then you're fine about that. So we can go ahead and do this. Now, since I wasn't a judge and I have a different sensitivity to flavors than other people, for me, I'm hoping that this not only is supposed to, you know, be a spot-on flavor, but I'm hoping that it doesn't have that real artificial sugar taste to it, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of that going around, and I know companies are starting to shy away from it as much as possible. But I just don't like feeling like I just vaped like a bowl of sugar, basically. I like eating cereal that has bowl of sugar. Kind of. That made sense. Sorry. It's early for me today, so you just kind of have to bear with me. Okay, so I got that up and going. Get the juice started flowing there. Gonna go ahead and just touch it up a quick bit. And we will get to vaping. So go ahead and get this capped up. And as always for you guys, I vape at 75 watts for the review. And this is Slurp from the Brkfst line of Sugarcreek Brands. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick redrip. And the only reason why I do this, or started doing this, mainly is just because off of fresh cotton, even with little to no break-in time, there's still maybe something about the flavor that I don't get right off the bat, or that I might overlook right away. And that's the last thing I want to do, because then it means I end up misinforming everybody about the flavor, and that's something I do not want to be accused of. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick redrip, do 1 or 2 more vapes, and then I'll go into the flavor profile and the solidness of it. Okay, Slurp. I can see why a lot of people would consider this to be best in show or award-winning for a breakfast cereal. Now, the initial vape, as it first hits your tongue, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. The flavor doesn't hit at that point like a lot of other flavors do. However, the secret that I feel that works best for this is as soon as it fills your mouth and you do the inhale and you get to the point of where you're looking for the flavor to enjoy it, that's when this flavor pops its best. Because if you've ever had this cereal, doesn't matter if you eat it all the time, doesn't matter if you've only had it a few times, if you've ever tried it, you know what it is by vaping it. I mean, even with your eyes closed, you should know that flavor. And it is such a different flavor from the other fruity type of cereals that are known on the market. But this is most definitely stands by what it's supposed to be. I almost want to go out and say that if you've had any version of this style of cereal, whether it's like the actual name brand, there are other variations of it, but they all have a similar taste to it. This pretty much hits that dead on. The creaminess of the milk aspect of this does a very nice job of smoothing out the undertones, so you get that creamy feeling basically after you let it sit in milk for, I would say, a few seconds. Once the milk has started to soak into the cereal and you eat it, it is basically a blast of that flavor to your tongue, to your throat, to your mouth, to your that yummy goodness spot in your head that basically lets you know whether or not you enjoy it. It's very well done. It's very smooth. The flavor is pretty much as spot on for a breakfast cereal as I've had the opportunity to try. So definitely check that out if you do like cereal flavors and you're looking for something that is on point, because like I said, I can definitely see now why this won the award that it did. It does come in a 100 ml bottle. If you go to the website at sugarcreekbrands.com, they do also offer it in a 30 ml bottle. Not all of their juice lines are offered in 30 mils. This one does have a 30 ml option. They are offered in a 0.3 and a 6 nicotine, and roughly I believe it's around the 70-30 mix range. For this flavor, that might be considered a max VG, because if they mess with it anymore, it would completely change the perspective of the flavor itself. But that is the logo. It's pretty simplistic. It has what it's supposed to be right here. It has the Brkfst name, the name of the flavor, nicotine, bottle size, all that goodness. Has the labeling and warning on the backside as is standard by the market. They do use an ISO 5 lab facility to make this, so you know that the cleanliness and the good manufacturing processes also that they practice, all of that is there, so the quality and the dedication is there. But definitely check them out. This flavor, among the other ones that they offer, I will be doing further reviews for them as well. Sugarcreek Brands, it was a huge honor and a privilege for myself to meet you guys and have a chance to talk shop with you a little bit. Definitely check them out. They're on Instagram, Facebook. You can email them directly as well, besides their main website. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I can do myself to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, it's the only reason why I do this. So reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, concerns, a particular video that you're wanting to see. I will do everything in my power to make that happen. But until next time, as always, I'm truly humbled and honored every day that I wake up and I see people hitting that red subscribe button and liking my videos and taking the time to watch them and leave me a compliment or thank you. Excuse me. It means the world to me. So thank you so very much for that. Always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.